Hey there guys, gals, friends, and pals. This is Paul Acevedo of Windows Central, here with a video review of the Razer Firefly Light Up Mouse Mat. This mouse mat retails for $59.99, $60 mouse mat. A little pricey, but it's pretty cool for what you get. So opening it up, you're greeted by a nice letter from Razer. A lot of their products do this. Here we have the mouse mat itself. It is a generous 10 inches by 14 inches, pretty big, 6-foot USB cable. We'll talk about that in a sec. Razer stickers, and a nice little manual. Alright, so the reason the Firefly needs a USB cable is because it is a light-up mouse mat, so it needs some power from your computer, and it can sync with the Razer Synapse software and do some really cool things. Let's plug it in. And to assist with this review, I'm going to use the Razer Mamba Tournament Edition mouse, which is a really cool mouse. Stay tuned for our full review. Once I plugged in the mouse, you probably could detect that it has started to light up. It lights up here in the top corner with the Razer logo, as well as the sides of the mouse mat, all along the front, left, and right sides, not the back. So it's really a pretty cool effect, and we'll look at some of the things you can do with the lighting in a minute. Nowadays, most mice can be used on just about any kind of surface except for glass and reflective things. So if you use a mouse or mat, it's probably more for comfort than necessity. However, if you're a very serious gamer or mouse user, then a more deluxe mouse mat like the Firefly could be just what you need. One of the key things the Firefly has going for it is that it has this wonderful micro-textured surface that is optimized for a mix between control and comfort. There are different surfaces a mouse pad could have. This one is basically an all-arounder. Feels really good, and it's supposed to be extra reflective, which results in greater mouse accuracy. You've got a massive surface here, and so that means if you're a low DPI user, someone who has to move their hands around a lot because they're on a low DPI, then you've got plenty of room for it. This is a really generous size of mouse pad. I probably would only move my hand about within this range, but I certainly don't mind having the extra room for if I want or need it. And the other big reason to get the Firefly, besides the micro-textured surface and large size, is obviously the cool lighting effects. I've got it set to this lovely blue color to match the Windows Central website. And use a free software called Razer Synapse to adjust your lighting settings. It's very simple to use for this particular product because all you can really adjust is the lighting, that's it. Right now I have it on the breathing effect. Let's look at the other effects you have to choose from. Here's spectrum cycling. Now it just cycles between all these different colors. I think this might be the default effect. It's quite pretty. Here's static. This just keeps it one simple color, whatever color you choose. Here's wave, which makes a cool wave pattern all around the outside of the mouse mat. It's kind of dizzying. Off, you actually can turn the lighting off through the software. Not a bad option. And then you have reactive. Now to use reactive, you need to also be using a Razer mouse or keyboard. Once you do that, let's see, I'm going to set the mouse to reactive as well. Alright, now with reactive, every time I make a click with the mouse, both things light up together. So that actually looks pretty cool when you're playing a game or something. You could be firing and bam, 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 just have it light up. And you can choose how long it stays lit up between short, medium, and long. So here's short. And then here's long. And that's all the Firefly really does. This is a mouse mat for people who want their mouse surface to actually look cool and impress other people. It is a hard plastic mouse mat, so you can't roll it up. Looking at the backside, the entire backside is rubber coated for extra stability. This mouse mat is not going anywhere while you use it. Up here we can see where the cord meets the mat. Unfortunately, the cord is not removable. So if it ever did break, you would no longer be able to take advantage of the lighting effects. However, it is a braided mouse cord. Seems pretty sturdy. Also, here's a nice look at that micro-textured surface. It really is a great surface. It feels good on your hands, and the mouse moves very nicely over it. If you wanted the micro textured surface, this style of mouse mat, but you didn't want the lighting, Razer also makes the Devastator 2. The Devastator 2 costs $40 instead of $60 since it doesn't have the lighting technology. So that would be an option if you want the feel of the Firefly but don't care about the lighting or just want to save some money. I will point out one other little negative besides the non-removable USB cord, and that's the fact that because you have this little hard surface up here at the top, the mouse cord can just lightly bump against it while you're moving the mouse around. And so you'll have just a little bit of a snag effect. It's not very much of a problem, and if you're using a wireless mouse, it wouldn't be any problem at all. It is something to take note of. Again, the Razer Firefly mouse mat costs $59.99. It's the nicest mouse mat I've ever used. I really like it. I understand not everybody wants to spend so much on a mouse surface, but if you're really into PC gaming and using your mouse precisely, then this is a great product for you. Thanks for watching. Be sure to read our full review of the Razer Firefly at windowscentral.com. Don't miss our full review of the Mamba Tournament Edition as well. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. And remember, don't hate, appreciate.